Tommy, how are you, mate?
Hey, bud. I'm doing well. Just so you know, I walked over 7 miles today,
Oh, yeah.
so I'm a little tired.
Okay.
And I just also want to point out
Mhm.
that things aren't going so well between me and my real life girlfriend.
I
As you know,
yeah, I
I
thought this.
got the tortoise, and I want to make I forget what the name is, but it's like self-cleaning. Thing for his enclosure. So you
Okay.
just kind of buy a bunch of insects and bugs and have them
Yeah.
live in there with him. Sometimes they crawl out, sometimes they don't, but then I won't have to clean up his poop because the insects will eat it. And she said, absolutely not. I don't want a bug to escape and crawl on me. But I said, that's how the universe is, hun.
Mm.
And she said, not in my house. So that's the tension going on right now.
Right. Okay. Okay. So you want to get some bugs that's gonna eat the fecal matter of your
Mm-hmm.
tortoise, and she unreasonably is worried that that is then maybe going to get out and
Well, they probably will.
yeah. It probably would. Probably would. And she's against that, is she?
Yeah, she says she doesn't like bugs and insects.
Now, I did think there was going to be some tension because she's a girl, isn't she?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, I thought there would be some tension because how is she holding up with the news?
What happened to women? Oh, the Pope? It's not a woman?
No, it's not that. Donald Trump came out the other day and said
He came out?
he came out. He came out and big surprise. But actually, when you think about it, not that surprising. He does look after his hair very well. But he came out and said that ladies don't expect to have 30 dolls this Christmas. It's going to be more like 4 or 5 dolls. And I did
Yep.
wonder how the women of America were taking this news. I'd imagine your partner's been inconsolable. I mean, in all fairness, she's having to put up with that. She doesn't need your fecal filled insects running around the house as well.
Mm-hmm. I imagine she's taking it out on me.
Yes. You have to you need to remember this.
Mm-hmm. It all makes sense.
Isn't it ironic that actually the person in your household that's probably going to be affected about the doll situation more is not her?
Mm-hmm. It's me.
It is you. You're the one
I'm
that's going to
still
be
mad.
affected. Mattel have said they're putting up the price of Barbie.
Mm-hmm.
I've not heard them talk about wrestling figures, but I've got to imagine if that impacts Barbie, it's going to impact the wrestling figures.
We all know. We
Yeah.
all know.
Yeah. So actually, this is relevant to the podcast and to us in particular, as you know.
Can I make an announcement?
Oh my God! Please, yes.
To everyone watching this episode won't be as good as last week. So
Oh,
you can go do something else.
okay.
Because, yeah.
Is this because you've not been kicked out of any wrestling shows this past week?
I have not.
Right.
Actually, remember last week when we were looking at that italki site
Yes.
and you found your girlfriend?
Love her.
So I took your advice to heart about, when you were like, why
You're going to learn
are you only
Afrikaans?
booking? No, you said,
Oh.
why do you only book things with women? What about men? So I booked one with a man.
Did I say that?
You absolutely did.
I don't think that doesn't sound like something I would say. I would understand why you booked with women.
Well, I'll tell you this. I booked a session with a man, a 30-minute quickie.
Oh, right. Oh.
And I'll tell you,
Yeah.
it was way better than any woman has ever taught me Spanish
No.
on that
You
website.
can't say that. You can't say that. You can't say that.
I said it.
But that's like sexist.
No.
You're
Fact.
saying no, you can't say that. You'll get cancelled. I'm not helping you. If you get cancelled,
next
this
month
is on you.
Pride Month, and I have a lot of pride in this teacher.
Well, I'm just saying that. Is it next month, Pride Month?
Yeah, I'm so excited.
I'm excited.
It's your first Pride.
This is my people.
Yeah.
Because I'm poly, aren't I?
Yeah.
Oh my God, so good.
Yeah.
So what made him better?
I can't wait till someone makes like one of those Pride Month posters for wrestling YouTubers, and it's like a bunch of like LGBTQ YouTubers, and then just your face, like
this.
Yeah. Yeah. Hey, speaking of, have you watched Grimm's Toy Show recently?
Do you know, I was going to talk to you about this.
Let's go.
I was going to talk to you. This was a topic I was going to bring up.
Okay.
But I do feel like before we talk about Grimm...
Yeah, Backlash.
Backlash, yeah. And then we can talk
and
about
I need
Grimm.
to finish these carrots before we talk about
I feel like
so, yeah.
Grimm is maybe both of our fathers.
Yep.
Yeah, I feel that way. I feel like, in a way, he is the forefather. He is the... did he inspire you to start doing your channel, like, figure stuff? Yeah. Yeah. Well, same here. You and him was what inspired me. So, it's...
him and Glenn Webb.
Yes.
And you're basically a British YouTuber, so that's how it goes.
Yes, Glenn Webb. He did some great... I watched his toy hunts more than like the other stuff on his channel, but yeah, I wonder what he's up to. I remember, didn't he pass away like when he got to like 99,000 something? He never quite saw himself reach 100,000. I think his channel has
definitely passed it.
He's always passed it now. He's passed it now. Let's just have a look. Glenn Webb. That'll be a name a lot of people won't be too familiar. 156,000.
Good for him.
Good for him. Good for him. 8 years ago, he passed away. 8 years ago, the last video on his channel is his partner talking about how he had... I can't remember what he passed away in his sleep or something like that. I'm sure it was. But yeah, if you are someone that's into your kind of figures and wrestling figures, but he did. I mean, I'm on his channel now, and I should show it, shouldn't I? Rather than sitting here just chatting away about it, I should show it. Do the man a service. Yeah. So 156. He had 1,000 videos. Your friendly neighborhood toy reviewer. 8 years ago, there was his partner saying like, "Thank you." But he did wrestling stuff. I saw a lot of his toy hunts. They were great. He did the mystery box opens, but he did a lot of like X-Men and stuff like that on his channel, which is not for me. That's not. But you know, then you've got like him doing an Natalia and other bits and bobs. So yeah, but OG.
Love the divas. Yeah, absolute OG. Him and Grimm.
Yeah, OG. Oh. So we need to talk about Grimm. Oh.
No, we got to talk about Backlash.
Yeah.
My good bud that I met through Glenn Webb, D21 Beast, is going. He's going to be there live.
Okay.
It's his first pay-per-view live wrestling show.
What's your excitement level for the show?
For Cena versus Randy Orton, that's going to be fun.
Yeah.
But for the rest of the show, I looked at the card, and I want them to give Rob a great show. I want him to see CM Punk, Seth Rollins, but where are they?
Yeah, well, I mean, it is a good point. I do feel like those names are missing. Whether they will feature and like make an appearance and like, you know, have a talk segment or, you know, something like that, I would definitely bring that new group out on this show. Because that new group it needs to be seen. It needs to be, you know, that's something that happened on the Raw after WrestleMania. So anyone that's just watched WrestleMania and now wants to watch the next PLE, they might not even know that group's a thing. So it would be good to kind of get that group on here somewhere, even if it is just a promo backstage or, you know, like back in the day, they would bring them out and interview them on the platform. Like, even if it was just something like that would be quite good. But I don't know. Yeah, I agree. It definitely feels like there's some star power missing, but I think the main event's doing the heavy lifting, isn't it? Would you go to Cena's last match? Because that's going to be, we think, Boston.
Is it?
Saturday night's main event in December is in Boston. And that is expected because it's in Boston, Massachusetts. They think that in December is going to be the Farewell Cena show. It's not been officially confirmed yet, but that is what is kind of the rumor mill, is that Saturday night's main event, which I think is the 15th of December in Boston, Massachusetts. I mean, everything's pointing towards that being Thank You, Cena, Farewell Cena. Oh, hello.
Is this real?
Yeah, this is real. This is. You're not dreaming. This is real. Yes.
Are you going?
I'm not going. I don't live in Boston.
Should I try and get a press pass?
Imagine if I did. Imagine if I lived in Boston and you and I had just never met up.
I should try and get a press pass.
You should try and get a press pass. The only thing is, a lot of people are going to try and get to that show, unlike AEW. I don't think there was lots of people trying to get into the AEW show.
But the thing is,
I mean, their front row didn't show up, for example.
Well, I think what is it? The hard cam side and then the other side. I don't know what the other side is, but
the top side.
Yeah, I think the first and second row are saved for the wrestlers' friends.
Right.
And I guess their friends didn't want to show up.
Or maybe like their friends went to WWE. They're struggling.
True.
They're struggling to fill up the friends' rows.
Saturday night main event is going to be in Boston. How much do you think the tickets are going to be? $400?
If that's Farewell Cena, it's going to be. Start saving now. It's going to be extortionate, isn't it? If that's going to be fair, because you're going to get people that I would imagine will travel in, maybe from around the world for that show. Mm-hmm. If you're a die-hard John Cena fan, he is your guy. And you live in India or whatever, and you got money, this is going to be a show you're going to want to get to, isn't it? This is going to be one of those shows that Cena fans are going to be, I need to be there for. And so, yeah, I can see this being extortionate. So, I don't know. How big
and
of
then he's going to show up at Saudi Arabia for one more match.
Do you think so? I don't know.
Oh, my God, yeah.
I don't know. I think he could show up in Saudi Arabia, but I don't know if he'd have a match.
Okay, so looking at SmackDown.
Yeah.
Back in the old days, you could buy cheap seats for like $30 or whatever. Right. Cheap seats now are $93 before fees.
Really?
Yeah.
That's the cheapest seat you can get is $93.
And that's like the third balcony.
Yeah.
Arena.
I mean, yeah, it's been a big talking point, ticket prices and kind of where they are and, potentially where they might even continue to go. Hopefully we're reaching a point now where people are like, nah, we can't afford this now. Hopefully it stops soon. But, yeah, I mean, they've been trying to push that, haven't they? They've been gloating about how they've been breaking revenue records on a very consistent basis. Well, you can't keep doing that.
Yeah.
So we've got to reach a point where it's kind of stopping. So, don't know. Hopefully it's soon. But I think they'll really push that Cena one.
As Casey in the chat says, us Bostonians need first dibs on those tickets. No, I don't agree, Casey. I think Daze and I need first dibs.
I mean, it's a difficult one. I think that obviously the local fans should be able to get maybe early access, but I mean, Cena is a global icon. You are going to have interest from around the world. How many people are going to travel in for that? I'm not sure, but there will be some, undeniably. I mean, to be honest, this thing, I'm surprised his final match is not in a bigger venue. I mean, where is Saturday night's main event? Is it just at the TD Garden, which is like 20,000?
I don't think it's officially been announced on their website.
Oh, right. Oh, it's still just a rumor that that's where it's going to be.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yeah, there's no tickets on sale for it or anything yet. Perhaps they're still fleshing that out. I mean, in my mind, it's going to be Saturday night's main event, TD Garden, but John Cena's last match, you can do that in a stadium, I'm sure. Unless they're thinking December, that close to Christmas, is going to be a nightmare. But here's a wild thought. How about you drop the ticket prices? How about that? How about you sell out a stadium and make it cheap so that loads of people can go and enjoy John Cena's fight? How about you do something for the fans? How about that? I'm not even asking you to lose money, but how about, do you know what I mean? How about that? How about we do go big and do something massive? That would be nice, but TKO.
Prediction time, let's do it.
Probably won't do that. Okay, let's flash through, shall we? Oh, can you shout out Hannah for me as well? Every time Hannah in my chat, I don't know if Hannah's around, but always talks about you. Like pretty much every comment. Constantly
Shout out to Hannah.
Triple T. Triple T. I wonder if Triple T is going to do this. I wonder if he's doing that. Blah, 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 blah. Let's see what Triple T does. All this stuff. It's basically, I think it's your burner account. But if it's not, then you've got a very passionate fan there.
Shout out to Hannah. Hey, you want to see my shorts?
Is this for Hannah? Hannah, Triple T just blew you a kiss. I hope you saw that.
Oh my God, no! But they're great, aren't they?
Hey, did you hear that oral sex has been found to have a link to cancer? Chew on that.
Like getting or giving?
Well, I'm thinking it would be giving. I think it's got a connection to throat cancer. I'm not making that up. It was doing the rounds on Twitter because someone said that, what's his name? The guy that went out with Catherine Zeta-Jones, I think was married. Michael Douglas, was it? I think Michael Douglas came out with a claim saying that he had a cancer that he believed had come from that. And people were like going, shut up, what you on about? And then science has come out and gone, no, actually, there are connections that have been found.
Hang on, did you just say science came out?
Science has come out, yeah. Same time as Donald Trump.
Oh my God.
They came out together.
The month before Pride Month.
Yeah. So
That's
that image of some of the greatest known LGBTQ, it's going to be me, it's going to be Donald Trump, and it's going to be science. We'll get Bill Nye on the poster to represent science. You're on there, though, aren't you?
Why? Because I'm bi with you?
Because what? Because you want to what, me?
Bi?
Oh.
We're both bi?
Well, I'm not bi, I'm poly.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I'm only bi if you're bi.
Oh, I love that for us. Oh. Okay, let's go into Backlash then, shall we? So, Dominik Mysterio against Penta, Intercontinental Championship.
This could be really fun.
Okay.
Who currently has the belt?
This is cutting edge wrestling conversation. Who's the champ at the moment? It's Dominik.
Okay. That's what I assumed, but do they really want Penta losing so soon?
Well, I mean, I'd imagine that they'll protect him, or he'll get the win, and it'll be a DQ, or it'll be something like that, won't it? Where I don't personally think they're going to put the title onto Penta because Dom only won it at WrestleMania, and he got a great reaction when he won it as well. So I'm thinking screwy finish type situation. Maybe he wins, but its title doesn't change hands. Blah 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 blah. Something like that.
Yeah.
So we're thinking Dom's gonna retain?
Yeah.
Okay, got you. Okay, then we got Jacob Fatu, champion, defending against LA Knight, Damian Priest, and Drew McIntyre in a fatal four-way for the United States Championship.
This is going to be so fun.
All right. God, you're really up for this card.
I can't see Fatu lubing.
Lubin. I can't see him lubing. To be honest, I don't want to. Okay, so we've got Jacob retaining. I think Jacob's a big favourite when it comes to the odds as well.
And to fans.
Oh, and to fans. Right, so we've got both champs retaining there. That's interesting because of the 5 matches, 4 are for championships. So are we really going to see every champ retain? Oh, you think we will? Well, let's get to our next match. It's the non-championship match. It's Pat McAfee against Gunther. Gunther against the commentator.
Listen.
He
already tapped out to Jey Uso, which my mom is still pissed about.
A lot of us.
And I want you to know that she said when I went to that musical instead of doing the podcast, she texted me and said, "Why are you going to a musical? You should be doing the podcast." So it's not just me. Like, I know she's getting on your case for doing the Wednesday Evolve and not doing the podcast, but she's also on my case every time I skip for a musical.
Yeah.
But yeah, she's really mad about Jey Uso and Gunther tapping out. So if Pat McAfee doesn't just get absolutely killed, like straight up, this man should be dead by the end of this match.
Yeah.
So
I really don't know how they're going to play it. I feel like they're going to want to give. I don't know if they're going to want to give him some moments and then have Gunther cheat so that Pat can say, "I could have had him," but I really don't want that because. Why the hell would we want Pat being able to say, "I could have had him"? The fact Pat's not even showing much fear of Gunther, I find quite annoying because it's one thing to kind of stand up for your colleague, but if you're going to do that, then I really feel like you know, all of a sudden now that things have died down a little bit, now you should realize I'm in big trouble here. You know, but what we actually got on Monday was them two face to face and Pat kind of like showing no fear of Gunther. And I'm like, that's not right. That's not how this should be going. So, I don't know. I don't know if they're going to... I don't know how strong they're going to make... There's no way he can win unless it's one of those where Gunther's got the hold on, he doesn't release it, they reverse the decision. We've seen that happen before. They could do that. But, yeah, I agree. He should just get absolutely destroyed. But are they going to go down the road where I could have won, but he cheated me, which I really hope they don't? Or are they going to go down the road of he just gets absolutely battered, blood, destroyed, stretcher, and actually we try and build sympathy for Pat? Do we go down that road instead, which is the road that I think they should go down?
Can you build sympathy for him?
Well, not with me, you can't. But there are people out there that enjoy his. I mean, look, honestly,
like Hasib.
I get it. He came from the football world. There's people that love football. There's people that have watched him play. He does a show. He has guests.
He played
on.
football.
He played, for the Colts.
No way.
So I understand that there's people that like have an affection for him from that. But for me, from a wrestling point of view, I just find him to be irritating. He just irritates me. So, yeah, I get it. There's people that like him. He's got his fans. That's the reason why he's part of WWE. So, how do you play it? I think the beatdown is the right way forwards.
Yeah.
Okay, Lyra, Valkyria, Becky. Then we've got Women's Intercontinental. So Lyra's the champ. If there is to be a title change?
This is the change. This is the change.
Okay. So
I'm just not feeling this Becky bullshit.
Okay, the Becky
BS.
BS.
Why is she back? Yeah.
Well, I mean, she is one of the top women stars, female stars.
Does anyone really care?
I think she's got her fans. I think she's a name. I think that the division is moving forward. I think she was big for 2018 through the pandemic. I think where we are now is very interesting because how does Becky Lynch fit into a landscape that's got Rhea Ripley, Bianca Belair, Io Sky, and then we've got Julia coming through, Roxanne coming through, Stephanie coming through. Like, I feel like Becky is definitely in the conversation, but is she like this runaway massive star that she was when she was the man 2018, 2019? 2020. You know, I sort of feel like she brings value. She's worth having around. She can still have some more title runs, but I don't know. There does feel like there's this crop that has emerged. There's this next wave that's arrived. And I suppose in a way it makes it interesting because, I don't know, does she get swept away in that wave? Does she find less and less opportunity now? Or are they going to keep getting her opportunity and keep her in the mix? It's going to be interesting to see what they do.
I just think that she's such a waste.
You think it's a waste to keep investing in her?
Where's Bailey's shine?
Well, that's really interesting because Bailey was taken out of WrestleMania so that Becky could have that spot. So there's a chance that Becky wins here and Bailey goes after. We could have Becky Bailey, but then I don't know where Lyra fits into that.
I don't think she does.
But Lyra's one for the future.
Is she?
I think so. They seem to be pretty high on her. They made her the first women's intercontinental. So it kind of indicates that
But they also let go a lot of surprises. Like
who surprised you with the releases? Was there a name that you was like, no way, I didn't expect that?
Can I look it up?
Yeah. Yeah. I mean,
there was one.
There was one. Dakota?
No.
Braun? Gigi? Shotzi?
Oh, Eddie Thorpe.
Okay. That surprised you, did it?
Yeah. Eddie Thorpe and Cora Jade. Both because, like, Eddie was so good on New Japan Strong.
Right.
Whatever the hell his name was. And
Ryan Frederick was it, or something like that? Something Frederick,
something like that. Yeah, and he, I don't know if he burned bridges, but he made a big career choice to go to WWE.
Right.
And he could have been like top guy for New Japan right now because they need a top guy. Yeah, and sometimes you make these career choices that just don't pan out. So it sucked to see that. To see his name on the releases, but I don't think his characters ever fit. And I feel like Carl Fredrickson, whatever the hell his name was, when he was in New Japan, he was just a badass that beat people up. And it's like in New Japan that works, but for WWE, you gotta be something. Cora Jade, it felt like everyone was, and maybe this is just because I used to look at Reddit, but everyone loved her. Everyone was really excited, but there was a shift. People then, I think it was when she started dating Braun Breaker or whoever she started dating that people didn't like her anymore. I imagine that's because their fantasy of her being just like them was no more.
Wow, that's very interesting.
Thank you.
What do you mean their fantasy of her being just like that? How would that change with her dating Braun?
Because she was just a wrestling fan.
Yeah.
Who became a wrestler. And she's following her dream. But then she started dating Braun, and it's like, oh, there she is, dating the jock.
Do you know, I hate, I've got a low-key little pet peeve of wrestlers that tell you about how much they were fans of wrestling. Because,
okay.
So actually what you're saying is really interesting, because if that upset Reddit, it's something that I look for. I need them to move past that stage, if you will, because I mean, I grew up with like watching Hogan, Andre the Giant, Ultimate Warrior. It's fine for them to say they love wrestling and that they grew up watching it, but I do find at the NXT level there is a lot of, you know, this is what I was meant to do. I love this. I grew up and and they never like, okay, that's cool, but I want to watch stars, you know? I want to watch people that are highly trained, highly skilled. Like, I don't feel a connection to you just because you used to watch wrestling or you used to be a wrestling fan. I speak to wrestling fans all the time. So that's not special to me that you used to be a wrestling fan and now you're being a wrestler. It's a lot like that Izzy girl. We was talking about her the other day. She, you know, I hope she makes it. I hope she makes it to NXT. She's put in the time in. But like, I do find that when she arrives, I think they'll make a big deal out of her and her being in the crowd. And when she was in NXT, she had a headband stole off her by Sasha, and in the Sasha Bailey feud and everything. And now she's a wrestler, and it's like, that's fine. I understand you got to tell that story, but that can't be her. That can't be what she is. Like, she needs to get her personality across. She needs to show us who she is, what she's fighting for, like, what's her character. Like, that is just going to be a tiny footnote as to who she is. It can't be everything about who she is. So that Cora Jade comment you just made, I think is really interesting, because for me, her being a fan is great. It's good. I mean, you see the pictures, but we have to move past that, and she has to become her own star. And if that does leave some people behind, I'm going to say somewhat controversial in the sense of leave them behind. I don't think we should really care about that, because I think that you're keeping her back, you're holding her back. You know, you need these people to go on to become stars and bigger than just being fans, you know. Good conversation, that. So we think that Becky's going to win, though.
Yeah.
Okay. And then main event, John Cena, Randy Orton.
John Cena.
Okay, good. Thank you. So do you think there'll be any skullduggery? I mean, will he just beat him clean? I'm struggling with that.
Dude, I don't understand The Rock. He started this whole thing, and then he's like, actually, I'll step back. It's like, bro, bug off.
Yeah, well, he did.
Oh, sorry. I meant like, bug off, finish the story.
Bug off, but come back.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, got you.
Feels like he was a bad guy, bug off.
Yeah, so, but come back as a good guy.
No.
Okay, good. So, Grim.
Yeah. So what are your thoughts?
What are my thoughts?
Hey, I have an announcement, actually. It's starting in June is the, what is it? Wrestling Escape Pod 2, the sequel, featuring me and Nick Storm. And our first episode is going to be Fast Hands Edward Brown. It is starting in June. I'm going to be like, it's going to be awesome.
We
might even have call-ins.
Oh, that'd be so good.
People.
What is the show called? Do you have a name yet?
Maybe Wrestling Escape Pod 2.
Are you gonna go with that? Shouldn't it just stand on its own in the sense of not? No. Just
it's all about branding, and we have a great freaking brand.
Oh, what the Webb?
Yeah.
Okay. Nice. And it's going to start in June. Why?
You're upset now.
No, I'm not.
You seem a little upset about
that. No, I'm not upset. I just thought, like, maybe Nick Storm would want to, because 2 makes it seem like it is just a follow-on from this one.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, but I didn't want it to seem disrespectful to him.
I feel like it's disrespectful to him to not let him be under the brand.
No, yeah, that's fine. That's a good answer.
Yeah. Thank you.
No, anything you do doesn't bother me.
Okay.
So don't ever think about that. Call it whatever you want.
Just announced.
Oh, hello.
Tina Broadway comes to the Emerson Colonial Theater this October for 5 performances only. Should I freaking go?
What is that?
It's the Tina Turner musical. I saw it a couple months ago, and I thought it was kind of mid.
Oh, well, no then. Hey, didn't you work at the theater again recently?
Yes, I did.
Yeah. How was that? What was the top seller? M&M's again.
M&M's, peanut M&M's.
Peanut M&M's.
All of it. They said, "See you next time" when I left. So it's like, I'm so in.
How big's the bag of peanut M&Ms?
It's just normal size, but like it's America.
Yeah, but is it like is it like one of the little ones or family?
No,
Like that. Okay. Yeah, a
Like the
little.
size of a bill, a dollar bill.
Yeah, a little like so personal little thing.
Oh, Rob came up with a good title.
Oh, yeah.
WEP TNG. Like
T.
Star Trek TNG.
Oh, the next generation.
Yeah, that's pretty
No,
good.
yeah, that is pretty good. That is
I
pretty
might
good.
steal that, Rob.
Yeah,
Rob,
yeah. See, you
Rob, shout.
should
shout.
use the community. They'll come up with
Oh, I
stuff.
love that.
When is
Oh
it
my
going to
God.
air though? Because you need to tell people so they know when to tune in.
Well, the thing is, I'm in Boston, Nick Storm's in Australia, and Edward Brown is in UK.
Scotland.
So we wanted to make this as near impossible as possible.
Yeah, but I mean it's all possible with Zoom. Hey, have you got you've got the sign-ins and everything for the web, haven't you?
I'll get it by June. I think I'm even going to invest in software.
Right.
And not use OBS.
Oh, why?
I think I'm actually going to be professional starting with this.
Well, I just use OBS on my channel. What
I
else?
know, but your channel's not a podcast.
Yeah. What software are you investing in? Like things that have got sliders and whatever.
Yes.
Wow,
yeah.
I'd love them.
Yeah.
I don't have them.
Yeah. Again,
oh.
it's the next gen.
Yeah.
It truly is the next generation.
Yeah, that's why that name might fit quite well.
It does. Shout out to Rob M.
Nice.
Do you know Rob M? Have you ever talked to them before, or is this the first time?
No. Speed Rob a lot.
Okay, Rob is really cool.
Yeah. Is that breaking news?
I just want everyone to know.
I need a little breaking news thing.
Breaking news. Yeah, Grim. Have you watched his vlogs? What do you think?
Yes. It's funny because I don't really watch his channel too much these days, to be honest. I've never really engaged in the GTS stuff, but I do get recommended his vlogs from time to time. Sometimes they're just GTS related, whatever. But this was like him looking upset in the thumbnail with like it's over and stuff like that. I'm like, oh, what's happened? What's going on? And genuinely, I watched the first one a few days ago, and I nearly sent him a DM because I was a bit worried because he was like saying stuff like he didn't know how he was going to carry on and all that stuff. And so I nearly sent him one, but literally I got his.
And he'd say, "Who the fuck are you?"
Well, he would just sort of, I don't know. It was chopped up where I think it had been recorded over that day or a few days. So what I saw was maybe the bit where he had just realised it had come to an end, his marriage, and then it goes to the next bit, which is like either later that day or the next day, and he seemed to be actually a little better. So I think I was kind of going to respond to something that was a little bit older, and I think he had sort of, got over that initial shock or whatever. So as I was watching it, it didn't feel as urgent that I needed to send something. I was just going to send a little something like, chin up, mate. There's light always at the end of the tunnel, whatever, blah, blah, blah. But, yeah, it moved on. And then, so it turned out that he's kind of split up with his wife. It turns out that they had a bit of an open relationship. Feels feels to me like she might have been with someone and he didn't like it, or there was a struggle, something happened there that, because he said he was the one that split it off. He was the one that broke up the marriage. And I'll tell you the bit that I saw, because I watched the one video and then I watched another video yesterday where he said it's all going to come out. Everything comes out eventually. It's all going to come out. The police were involved. We're going to have some big conversations. And it's like, what the flip happened? Like, what the hell happened? Because the way that he was talking was that there's stuff that's going to get revealed. I don't know what kind of light this is going to paint him in or her in. I don't know where this is going, but apparently police were involved. And he's like, when this all comes out, we're going to have some, you and I, like talking to the camera, we're going to have some conversations. And I'm not looking forward to that. And it's like, what have you done? Like, that's kind of what I was thinking. What have you done? I hope it's nothing. I hope it's like there was shouting, the neighbors called the police, and it was just stuff like that. But I don't know. He was saying, like, I don't know what she does, his former wife, if she was a YouTuber or anything, but he was in no doubt that this is all going to come out. You never quite know with Grim as to whether it's being a little bit played up for the camera. I am aware of that. To be honest with you, I had serious doubts he had broken up with heel wife, his other wife, for a long, long time. I had doubts with that this wasn't, that they just found a way of keeping her off camera. Do you know, I mean, if he ends up now going back to her, I will wonder as to whether, but I don't follow it enough to know. I mean, I think he did split up with her, to be honest.
Which one? Both?
I think right now I'm thinking both are true. But yeah.
Final answer?
Yeah, but if it turned out it wasn't, I'd be like, damn, I should have trusted my initial reaction, but I don't know. It's one of those which is, I hope everything's okay. I like Grim. I'll support Grim. I hope whatever this is, once it all comes out to light, is not going to paint him in a bad light. But and he said something as well. He's like, you lot have been asking about my sexuality.
So what you're saying is the poster, it's going to be Trump.
I'm just saying, leave a space.
Bill Nye, Daze, and Grim.
Yeah. Didn't you say Pride is like a month away?
I don't remember.
Well,
I said that.
Yeah, I mean, I think it just is on trend at the moment to just really be a part of that world. That's kind of the vibe I'm getting.
Let's go. So I went to an event, and they said, this event has always been gay. And I was like, put me on the frickin' poster.
Yeah.
Because I'm at a gay event.
Was that, though, like some gay nightclub that had a load of people live?
It was like a family
nipple clamps on and
event.
Stuff.
No, it was just a family park event with
right.
music and lemonade and fried dough and.
In my mind, you was in some discotheque surrounded by guys in leather and straps.
Oh, I wish.
And nipple clamps.
Yes.
And some drag queen was on stage going, this event has always been gay.
And me being like,
whoa!
Really?
And
I had no idea.
And there's you going with your pina colada, just like, really? I never even noticed.
Oh,
the mental image of that is wonderful. Wonderful.
I have similar thoughts with Grim.
Right.
I don't know where it's real, where it's fake. Like, I know every video he's like, hey guys, this is Dave, not Grim.
Yes.
But like, so much of his life is not real.
Yeah.
So much of his life is this YouTube thing. And there have been times before when he's like, this is all real. And it's just straight up not. So I'm of the mind where like one part of me is like similar to you, like send a message, be like, yo man, but also I lost his text, so I can't do that. The other part of me is just being like, touch grass, just take a break.
Yeah. I think that
because if the divorce is legitimate, a lot of the stuff he's posting, a lot of the stuff he's saying legally does not put him in a good position for the divorce.
Oh, didn't even think about any of that.
As someone that's planning on going through a divorce in like 2 or 3 years, I've done my research.
Yeah. This insect thing was just a bridge too far.
Honestly, like, I get it, but like they're insects.
Yeah, but is she someone that doesn't like spiders and stuff like that?
I love spiders. She does not.
Yeah. And I think
that's how couples break up? You think this is it?
this is, yeah, I do. I think this is it. I think you need to accept that this is never going to get any better than this. This is actually as good as it's ever going to get. The more you go,
me and you?
well, this was as good as it was ever going to get, really, from the start. Yeah, but with you and your partner, you're definitely past that honeymoon phase now, and so now it's just going to be a gradual decline towards death. So, I don't know. Think about it. Just think about it.
Okay.
Because there's lots of other girls out there.
And guys.
I
could get on that poster.
Get back to that club.
Get on that poster.
So, yeah, I mean, I know that not everyone watches Grim, or some people might not even be aware of Grim, but he's quite important in our journey, and he's someone that I definitely support, which is why I'm a bit worried as to what might kind of come out. I hope, it is good to kind of have that break. The only thing I'd say is I think he's made a mental decision to sort of document his life, if you will. I think that you sort of make that commitment and then you just go with it. So actually, it's a bit like me in the sense of, like, I do wrestling shows. So I've made that commitment to stream the watch-alongs and do those. And so now people are like, oh, you should go to WrestleMania. But it's like, yeah, no, if I did, I would miss that now. I would be sat there and I'd be like, I really want to talk about this, or I want to know what the community is saying about this, or, oh my God, how's people going to react to that? Or, my God, that was insane. Like, I would, that would be missing for me. And I wonder if actually he's in a similar position where he could take that break, but actually it's become a bit of therapy in the sense of he's going through life, things are happening, and his release, where he talks and gets things off his chest, where he can communicate, might be through the camera, even if it's dramatized, even if it's like the worst elements are, expanded upon, the good elements are kind of hidden away a little bit, but it's still, it's content, it's still a release. It's, do you know what I mean? I wonder if he's in that sort of trap, in that routine. It's difficult, isn't it? It's difficult. Like, not everyone can be like you. Just walk away.
Well, I have a real job. That really helps.
That does help.
Not a real job.
That does.
I don't like. You have a real job.
No, real job's fine. I class my work when I was in retail as a real job, and this is. You can't compare content creation, being a YouTuber and doing all of that, to like
totally different.
Flipping working in a hospital or any of this stuff, being a teacher. I mean, you'd have to be flipping tone deaf.
Hey, speaking of that,
yeah.
One of my students came up to me the other day, and because they know I like wrestling, and he was like, yeah, I used to watch this thing that always had Spider-Man wrestle. Guy's name was like Silly Lollipop or something. It was Grim.
Yeah,
it was Silly Super Pop.
Silly Super Pop.
And he was like, yeah, it's like Spider-Man. And I was like, have you ever seen the Slender Man videos? I didn't say I was in it, but yeah.
Did you turn around to him and go, where do you want me to sign? Come on.
No.
It's fine. I know you're a fan. Come on. Where do you want me to sign? Come on, get in here. Get in here. Hey.
Nope.
Hey, it is really cool. I mean, however you feel about it, it is really cool that you featured on GTS, a show that's had Thunder Rosa and MJF, and do you know what I mean? And he's got a big following as well. It's a big channel. It's well known. I feel like if you're into your wrestling YouTube stuff and you venture out of the what culture cultaholic WrestleMania type death triangle or whatever, right, where it's just you get all your news, your content there, you don't stray away from that. Once you start venturing out into that and look into the wider wrestling, but you're gonna encounter Grim.
And speaking of that, I know we're nearing our let's look at pictures time.
Yeah.
I sent you some fun pictures instead of us doing the 75 worst pictures that WWE curated.
Yeah.
My friend Dan actually was in the UK, and I want you. He sent pictures of an English breakfast and his tea time meal, and I want us to look over these images and see if he got fleeced. See if he actually got like a good meal or he got scammed as an American tourist.
Are these from you or are these from him? Like, are these all from him or did you send any in from you?
I sent them from my email.
Have you attached the right stuff?
What did I send you?
Well, I don't know. What, on email, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
Hang on. Did I send it to someone wrong?
No. Well, you might have sent the right stuff. I don't know.
Yeah. Images for tonight to wrestling.
Okay. Well, I've got the first one.
Okay. What is it?
Well, I'm just trying to get it to size. This is definitely not. Is this from him or is this from you?
It's his. These are his images.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
He was in the UK, not me.
I don't think this is UK. Oh, it might be actually.
He sure was in the UK.
Yeah, no, I believe he was in the UK. But I don't know if this is from the UK.
You think he got scammed this food?
I think he definitely got scammed.
Okay, what are you looking at? Do I need to pull up the podcast?
No.
What picture do you see right now?
I see an image that you sent me on email. That
56 minutes?
That you're telling me was from the UK, and I'm saying I don't think this is UK, but you're telling me it is. I've got I can
Hang on. Are you showing another porn picture?
No. I've got up on screen right now. I've got the English breakfast thing.
Really?
Yeah.
No.
No, I have. No. I promise.
Do you just like have a folder of?
What is your problem? I have got English breakfast on screen right now.
Right now?
Yes.
No, you don't.
I
just pulled up the stream.
I flipping do. I'm not making it up. I don't know what this relates. Do you know what? The more you talk, the more I sympathize with your.
Okay, so it's here. It's back. Okay, so what? You don't think this is an English breakfast?
Okay, well, no. Let's have a look. This looks good to me, to be honest. Yeah.
Okay, it checks.
It checks because the sausage is good sausage. It's not like a hot dog sausage or small. It looks sizable. You got your baked beans. You got a cup. You got your black pudding over on the left-hand side. Mushrooms. The bread looks lovely, actually. The bread looks lovely. Bacon. I actually can't even quite tell what's under the black pudding there. I'm not sure what that is. But huh?
I thought it was a potato at first, but then it's like it looks cheesy.
It does look. I genuinely don't know what that is. I could not tell you what that is. But everything else checks out. Hash brown under the bacon. No, I think that, and it's a good full plate as well. Was he down on that? Was he? I wouldn't be down on that at all.
Oh well, he shared it. He was like, everyone, look at what I got.
Yeah, no, I think that looks great. That looks to me like a good English breakfast. I'm no qualms with that. Okay. Moving on to the next one then. He's got like a sandwich platter, some sort of thing. Again, I don't know what this would be. I mean, it's a cucumber sandwich. I can see a salmon.
I'll tell you what he said. Because he's like one of those foodie people that are like...
I mean, that doesn't look like something I would be interested in. It does look a little bit tea room.
Tea at Claridge's in London.
Right, afternoon tea. So, yeah, Claridge's. Ritz?
No, it's pronounced Claridge's.
Claridge's. Ritz would be the one to go to be honest.
Really? So he got fleeced?
No, he didn't get fleeced. Claridge's is excellent, but tea at the Ritz is sort of something that people talk about. So, like, my mom, if she goes to London, or if we ever went to London, I went with my folks, you know, at some point my mom would be like, oh, we could have tea at the Ritz. Do you know what I mean? It's kind of like that sort of a thing. It's sort of something British people know of. And
is that really just cucumber slices on white bread?
No, there would be some sort of, I don't know what you would put on that. Actually, it would not just be dry. I would imagine there would be some sort of. I don't know that it would be butter. I'm not a cucumber sandwich guy. I never have been. That is not something. All the others look fine. I would actually leave that one, to be honest. I'm not a big.
Yeah.
I'm not a cucumber guy, to be honest.
Really?
Yeah, no, not really. And
Wow. And then he sent a picture of like
yeah,
the treats.
I'm not. This is not it.
What, the treats?
No, I mean you've got what look to be scones, maybe with some clotted cream and maybe some jam. That's fine. You've got a few treats on the thing, but to be honest, with you, let me see if I can find English tea. You want one of those stands, a tower that's got. This is what you want. That's what you want. This, I mean, look at how this is presented, right? The one that's on screen. You might not be able to. You might have to call up the thing, whatever. But
yeah, you got your tower of cakes.
Yes, that's what you want. You want that kind of tower where you can hand pick and whatever. The one that you just shown, I mean, the presentation of that was awful. I mean, the food looked, the little cakes on the thing looked fine, but I mean, yeah, no, this if I think English tea, that's what I think.
So he got fleeced on the English tea, not on the English breakfast?
I think the English breakfast was excellent. But if I was going for English tea and I was presented this, I would be disappointed. My first thought would be, where's the tower?
You'd ask, where's the tower?
Excuse me, where's the tower? That would be my first thought, yes. I would want to know where the tower was. He also
went to a cheese restaurant.
Oh, yeah.
Cheese Train, you ever been? Picking cheese?
Have I ever been picking cheese?
Is that what the place is called? Picking cheese in London? Have you been?
No, I've never gone cheese picking.
Okay, let me look it up. So it's the world's first cheese conveyor belt restaurant in the heart of London's West End.
Okay, so that sounds like sushi-ish.
But it's just cheese.
But cheese. Hey, listen, there's people that flipping love their cheese.
So if you go on Wednesday, you get bottomless plates of cheese.
What's it called?
The Cheese Bar.
Cheese Bar London. Bang. I really need to sort this so that I can show full pages a bit better. Yeah, it's exactly like sushi in that they're on plates and the plates are coloured. Pick and cheese. Is that what it was called? Pick and cheese?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Do you think is this a tourist trap, or like did he get scammed?
No, he didn't get on the cheese thing or what?
It just seems like a weird thing to do if you're in London.
No, I mean what's going to have happened is someone's going to have had sushi. They're going to have gone, imagine this, but for cheese. And then they're going to have opened a place in London to try out the concept. Whether it's going to work or not, I have no idea. Yeah. I don't think it's a tourist trap or they've done it just for tourists, because it might be a concept they're hoping works and then they can roll it out everywhere else. But really, anything that happens in London is a bit of a tourist trap, just like anything that happens in flipping Florida.
In New York.
Or in New York, tourist traps, you know?
Okay, Sergeant Carr says... No, he got scammed.
For on which bit? On the cheese bit?
Yeah, which bit, Sergeant?
I think the breakfast was excellent. I really could.
The breakfast looked great. The tea time thing.
Yeah, no, not as keen.
He probably paid a lot for that.
This looks interesting. This cheese place, because like it's not just cheese. I can see there are crackers. There is, pate.
So you're sold on the crackers.
Sold on the crackers.
Once the crackers came into play, you were like,
well, yeah, because for me, I find cheese to be a bit dry, a bit like, I don't know, like I couldn't just eat loads of cheese on it. There's people that can just go, oh, cheese, cheese, cheese. I can't do that.
Okay, so Sergeant's saying it's a cheese scam.
A cheese scam.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know. I don't.
Because it's like $20 to $40 40 pounds, 30 to 40 pounds.
Yeah, but I don't know that they've only done it just to get tourists.
Okay.
I think that more than likely someone's had sushi and gone, this would be great for cheese.
Are you going to go? Do you think you'll go?
No, I'm not a big enough cheese fan, to be honest, but I think if I was, then of course I would be interested.
But you'd go to Outback Steakhouse when you go to...
I love Outback Steakhouse. It's honestly... I flipping love it. I think it's some of the best steaks I've ever had. And I can't believe that people just see it as like some sort of chain, just some sort of like, oh, it's fine.
Well, it is.
It's not.
It is some chain.
Yeah, but it like I can't believe people don't recognize it for the amazing food that it is. I think it's brilliant. I'm such a big Outback Steakhouse stan.
So when you come to America, I have to drive you to Outback?
Absolutely. I'll meet you there, actually. I'll insist upon it. So,
cool.
But, yeah, so how long have we got? About 5 minutes? Do some pictures?
Yep.
Yeah, okay. Let's flip
what
over.
Is it, WWE.com?
And...
Did they do it this week, or are they doing best Instagram pictures?
Yeah, they did it.
Here we go. Jesus Christ, he took a picture of himself sleeping?
Yes, he did.
Yes, and that made the best pictures of the week.
How many times do we say that, though? What, this really is the best picture of the week, or one of the best pictures of the week? I feel like we say that every week.
Come on, look at this one.
Yes, I know.
This one, the charging cable around the neck.
Yeah.
Everything about this picture is bad.
Yes.
So I think I have to give it a 4.
A 4? That's way higher than I was expecting.
Exactly.
Okay.
Because he's trying something.
Yeah, but something that you don't like.
Exactly. Okay. Just because I don't like it doesn't mean I can't recognize that he's doing something advanced.
Well, how'd you feel about Alex Shelley?
Again, Alex Shelley's one of those people where I wish he didn't sign with WWE, because now I'm getting to see his personal life, his personal Instagram posts, his personal social media, and that's not for me. I liked him just as a wrestler, like a mysterious guy, but it's like, oh, he's just another guy that posts selfies.
So you're not feeling it?
No, and why does he just have a flag on his yard that says soccer?
I'm not sure that's his yard.
It has to be.
It's pretty big.
He's a wrestler for WWE.
Score.
1 for 1 poll.
Okay. Okay. I wasn't sure who that was at first, because that's not how I'm used to seeing Xavier, but
no.
It looks a little bit Ashanti-ish. Ashanti the Adonis.
It sure does.
But no, it's Xavier, and pretty wild jacket. Looks pretty fun.
Yeah, it's not bad. He could do with a better background.
Yeah.
But I feel like he's serving. He's serving.
I feel like he's channeling his inner John Morrison.
Yeah. So I'd give it a 2.
Okay. Yeah. I am down for that. Right, here is Bianca. I'm guessing those are her parents.
Okay, this is the dumbest shirt I've ever seen. You can't spell WR Lamania without the EST.
What have they done to the EST bit? You would think that would really pop. Oh,
that's the part they need for it to make sense.
Right. Okay. So what they've done is, I thought they had made it black and maybe sparkly or something, but I don't. I think it's just a gap, and I think the actual letters are the ones at the bottom, aren't they?
Yeah.
Yeah, that shirt is one of the stupidest. I never even saw that during WrestleMania. That is one of the stupidest shirts. And in the background, you got Montez, and I believe, is that his daughter? That's because she did the entrance, didn't she, for Bianca? That was
not as good.
Yeah, that is his daughter. So,
and is this her injured?
Well, she does have a broken finger, yes. She suffered a broken finger in the match. So I don't think she's got like a leg injury or anything, but her finger is broken. You can
Are
see
those
that
her parents,
bandage.
you think?
Either her parents or Montez's parents. I'm not sure. One or the other.
Cool. Well, I imagine they're not Montez's parents. I like to imagine
I
that.
cannot get over that shirt. I've not seen that before.
Have you ever read Stephen King?
No, I've never read anything.
If you want to do like a new Wyatt family deep dive to get those views, there's a character in The Stand who's probably an influence to the. Is this already common knowledge?
Yeah. Some at Flag, Randall Flag.
No.
Oh, go on then.
No. There's a Mother Abigail.
Okay.
Which, you know what that is.
Yes. Alexa.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
I think
you can do a deep dive on that.
Thank you. I think The Stand has been brought up before as being, and I think Randall Flagg is in the Stand, and I believe it was a big inspiration as well.
So I'm out here just being like, I've discovered things that everyone's already discovered before.
Well, maybe, but like, you discovered it on your own.
But still,
I feel like the Mother Abigail might have been something that was mentioned, but I would have to go back and double check that as well.
Okay.
So that could.
But if it hasn't,
it's you.
Gotta.
You've
gotta.
Yeah, that's you, and I'll make sure you get mentioned as well.
Don't call it as your own. Say you were reading your favorite book.
Oh, really? I might do that on this channel. Breaking news.
Yeah.
I might not even check to see if it's been found before. I might just run with it.
And just say,
guys, you need to The Stand.
Yeah.
I was literally just reading it.
Yeah.
And there's a Mother Abigail.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm on it.
And they just changed it to sister.
He basically just robbed that story, isn't he?
Yeah.
He's not this creative genius we thought at all.
Stephen King is, though.
Yeah, we're all Stephen King.
Okay, next.
Oh, did we score this?
No, because I have to go.
Oh, yeah, I keep meaning to watch videos on this. It's the new Epic Universe in Disney. It's the new Universal Park.
In Disney?
Not Disney, sorry. In Orlando. It's Universal Studios' new park in Orlando. That is Nintendo World. That bit. That's the land, the Nintendo land. You must have seen adverts for it. Surely they've been promoting it. No. It's a big new world.
Well, their kid is ruining the picture. Or Johnny's ruining, because Candace has tongue out too.
Yeah.
Also, Jesus Christ, talk about consumerism. Them with all the branding and merch. It's just like, we're currently potentially in a recession. Let's chill out. You don't need this fast fashion. You're going to wear this shirt once to this thing and then never again.
Hey, we did a deal today, didn't we?
We did?
Yeah. Not you and me, but...
I've been working at my real job all day, so I've been a little outside the loop. What happened? Because of Oasis?
No, not because of Oasis, but apparently we've done a trade deal.
What are we going to trade?
We're going to send you Claridge's English tea sets, right? In like baskets.
Perfect.
We're going to send that. You'll have to provide your own tower. We don't have those. There's a shortage of those. In fact, you're sending us the towers for the Claridges, but we're sending you...
You can't say that. You can't say that. You can't say we're sending you the towers.
Oh, why? Still.
11.
Too soon. Yeah. Too soon.
Yeah.
Too soon. Oh, did you see that video, by the way, of Zelina going and showing her dad the belt at Ground Zero?
I haven't seen it.
Oh, her dad passed away in 9/11. And so she went to Ground Zero with the belt, laid it on the fountain where his name is. And she called her mom and everything. It's very, very touching.
That's awesome.
Have you been to the memorial at Ground Zero?
No, we've talked about this before.
Yeah, I know, but I can't remember your answer.
My answer is I have no interest in going.
Was I horrified?
What?
Was I horrified the last time you said that?
Yeah.
Yeah, why have you got no interest?
It's just not something I'm interested in.
That's mental to me.
And this is literally the same conversation we had last time.
Is it really? Well, I haven't changed my stance.
Okay.
I still can't believe it.
Okay,
you know
and
what do you want? Keep interrupting me.
Well, I want to point out, because you keep bringing up the 9/11 topics, but I want to point out that no one in the chat has disputed that anyone pointed out the Sister Abigail, Mother Abigail connection. So
Right.
I think you're free to make this video and get all these views.
Let's go. Well, I'll do it on this channel to get the views for this channel.
Good. Good.
It's going to be...
Say she's a woman that died.
Who?
Oh, sorry. Spoilers for the book.
Oh, what? The Mother Abigail?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
If you want, say she was killed by Randall Flagg, and then you'll get a bunch of Stephen King fans being like, lol, this guy doesn't know what he's talking about.
Yeah, which, I mean, that would cut deep, wouldn't it? Being shunned by the Stephen King community.
Yeah. Next.
Did we score it? No, not Bob
No.
Rome. It's a great picture, though.
Was she not? Isn't this like the same picture from last time? Same outfit?
I don't think so. Because this looks like she's got wings, and I would have, and it also there's some big giant face gurning away.
I
at her.
love the face.
The face
That's
is
my
great.
favorite part. Can I give it like a 7 for that face?
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
So 7 for Charlotte.
Del Toro.
Oh, hello.
Who is this guy?
Oh, well, Del Toro.
I don't know him.
He's in LWO. That's in Vegas, innit? 'Cause that's the Sphere in the background.
So, like, I appreciate him trying to look cool and well put together, but
Yeah, he looks
I
good.
would have taken the cardboard box out of the frame.
Okay.
I feel like that.
I don't know what that's there
There's
for,
one.
actually. Is that just put your keys in or something?
No, I mean the box on the floor.
Oh, I didn't even see that. I thought you was talking about the
Yeah.
weird box on the table.
But now you point that out, that is a weird box. This is like that's like one of those things you see in an AI picture, and it's like, oh yeah, that's obviously AI, because what the hell is that thing?
Well, I actually know what something like that would be. That is something you would roll dice in.
Oh, because you read The Stand, which takes place in
yeah.
Las Vegas.
There we go. It's all coming together.
Yeah.
Score.
Yeah.
This is done. What would you get it?
Yeah, 2.
2.
Okay, so first things first, I thought that was Seth Rollins, then I thought it was Drew McIntyre, but it's neither.
Did
It's
you?
a
My
dog.
brain went, dog!
Yeah.
That's all. You're there. Is that Seth? Is that my brain goes, dog?
Can we give this a 10?
Yeah.
And then wrap it up?
Yeah. Love you. And
Love
the
you
dog.
too. Oh, you were talking to the picture.
Yeah, I was
not
talking
me.
more to the dog, to be honest. But
Oops.
yeah, there we go. That's awkward. But that's all right. Pride soon.
Yeah. Next month.
Next month. Right, there we go. Appreciate everyone joining us. And
Yes.
Tommy, have a good week. I hope things get better with
You
your
as well.
partner.
Yeah, I'm gonna go talk to her after this. So
Yeah. Tell her that we've done a poll and 87% of people think she's being banged out of order.
Okay. Thanks for doing that poll. I didn't know you did
Yeah,
that.
no, I did it. 87% of people think that she is horrific for standing in your way. So that's we got 20,000 responses on that as well. So
Wow.
yeah,
There
sizable.
we go.
Yeah, well, it gives you something to talk about, doesn't it?
Oh, it sure does.
Right, thanks a lot for watching, guys. Appreciate it. Bye for now.